Hey again, you guys. How's it going? Um, so I have been talked into selling the tiles, and took me a while to kind of figure out exactly how I was going to go about um, marketing my art tiles and stuff. So, um, I have quite a few of them that I've made over the last, couple of years, and I just really get into it. And, it's kind of hard with this kind of thing to consider um, how to part with them. I have a ton of work into them, like a ton. The thing is that I have to be doing something all the time. Okay, I do. And, um, I just have, over the years, just collected so much stuff that is useful in so many different types of projects and stuff. So, um, I just, anyway, so I've used quite a bit of stuff and I feel really good about that. And so at this point, it's like I have all these tiles that I I love, like I covet them, but at the same time, I want to share them. And so that's, kind of where I'm at. So the dilemma has been how to package them, how to, basically present them for sale. And so what I have determined through discussions with, other people in my life and other friends in the box, that kind of thing. I think the best way to do it is going to be basically the same way that I do my clusters and my paperclip, altered paper clips, the junk journal salad, any of that kind of stuff where I've got just a bunch of different stuff. I think what I'm going to do is sell these in assortments. And so I thought I would just make a short video and kind of show you guys what I've decided to include in those sets. Okay, so I've got a number of different ways that I've kind of treated the tiles after they were finished. Okay, so one of those ways is I punched a hole, inserted an eyelet, and let me zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing a little better. So a lot of these have an eyelet with a jump ring and a piece of ball chain. Okay, so there's tons of those. Um, and these are all different sizes, all different colors, different types of images. Um, every one of them is coated with either triple thick or glossy accents. For the most part, triple thick. Um, so there's tons of these little guys, and they're basically just little collages, with different types of elements. Most of them are going to have some kind of, word on them or little phrase or something. So, there's buttons, there's paper flowers, there's fabric, there's little punched, paper elements, tissue, washi tape, lots of glitter and little metal elements, things like that. So, it's just difficult to describe each one. So, so there's those, and then there's all of these other ones that are basically, just like a little postage stamp that is attached to a piece of chipboard. I've painted the back. I've attached a little hanger. This happens to be the eye part of a hook and eye set. Um, they're painted around the edges with Inca Gold. They're coated. Um, and then I've attached a little hanger on each one. So, um, these are, a piece of wood that, let me move that a little bit there. This is just like a little piece of wood. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. They're painted. There's at least 5 like different steps involved in making each of these. So I've got a bunch of these little round ones that um, are going to be included, the ones on the ball chain. There's also some, you know, of the like just like regular like collaged tiles that are on a piece of like baker's twine or some kind of other like cotton twine. Okay, so and then I've got a bunch that you know, don't really have any type of hanger on them at all. And so these could be used, you know, however you want. Like, you know, there's nothing on the back. So these could be glued onto tags. You could punch your own hole in it and put an eyelet in it and make it into like a charm or something. You could just glue this on the cover of a journal with a bunch of layering underneath it or whatever. You know, so I have a bunch that are like that too. You could put a magnet on the back. You could put a pin on the back of it. Um, that kind of thing. So, you know, like I've got a whole bunch that I've made into pins, you know. So I'm not selling any of the pins that I've already made because, you know, those, you can do that. Those are easy. These are little magnets, you know, these have a magnet on the back. These are like a post stick pin type of pin, not stick pin, but you know what I mean, with the little clasp on the back. So different ways that you can make those into pins or magnets or whatever, or as like a hanging charm. So I'm going to include a couple of those in each set. And then I've also got the little mini, like the little like these are made out of Scrabble tiles. Okay, each one has either like a hook and eye hanger or a little miniature paper clip as a hanger, and then I just put a jump ring on each one. So most of these are made like with a little postage stamp and some glitter, and or they're a lot more detailed where, you know, this one's got a little layered, like a little butterfly underneath that little like clear resin thing, and some, you know, flat back pearl and some glitter and a little word and an image and, you know, painting. And there's a lot involved in these. So that's why it's been kind of difficult for me to figure out how I'm going to sell them, you know, because I don't want to sell myself short either. So I feel like what I came up with is really fair, and it's also a really good value. So so they're going to be in sets of 7, and so this is just an example of the tiles that you would get in a set. Okay, so I'm going to include at least one that is on the ball chain. Okay, and the ball chain, some of them are a little shorter, some of them are a little longer, but it would be, you know, no longer than that, and I would say no shorter than like that. So at least one on ball chain. Okay, of any size. Okay, it could be any size. Most of them are, you know, substantial, but and then I'll do 2 that are on some kind of twine. Okay, and one of those will be a postage stamp, most likely. I'll include a couple that don't have anything on the back. Okay, so you can do whatever you want with it. And then I will do one like Scrabble tile or mini type, mini size tile. Okay, so it's going to be an assortment of 7. Go ahead and check the listing if you're interested in purchasing those. At this point, you know, I'm not really into taking like special color requests or subject matter requests and things like that, or making substitutions. And the biggest reason for that is that, you know, I have a set number of tiles that are all finished. I would not want to have someone ask me to do 7 tiles that don't have any treatment on the back, because then I'm going to run short on the rest of the sets. You know what I mean? So I kind of have it balanced out the way that the sets are going to be put together based on the number of tiles that I have in each like style. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I came up with the way, you know, with what I came up with for the sets. Okay. So yeah. And I'm happy to share them. They're really fun to make. And I love the response that I've gotten from you guys with, with my tiles. And I hope that, you are able to pick some up because they really are pretty versatile. You can do a lot with them. Um, yeah, so leave a comment if you have any questions, or go ahead and, contact me on my Etsy shop, or, even on Facebook or whatever, or leave me a comment here. So, pretty good about getting back within, I would say, 12 to 24 hours. So, all right. And I will definitely include a link in the video description to the listing where you can find these. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. And give me a thumbs up, okay? It really does help us out a lot. Anybody who's, got a channel that they're trying to grow, those thumbs up really do help a lot. So, okay. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. Take care. Love you. Bye.